Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dutch Grand Prix with a very poorly driver. Powering through to make the content, but your boy is not feeling very well. And as such, the content might be not quite so woo today. So, just forewarning, but we're bright sunshine, thankfully, at the beach at Zandvoort. So fingers crossed we can at least do something with the car, because I have a championship lead to try and get back again. Of course, Norris has won 5 straight Grand Prix now, after I won 4 straight prior to that, and Charles won 3 straight prior to that. So at the minute, I'm 5 points behind Lando Norris. If I hadn't had such a terrible Hungarian Grand Prix, we might have been still top of the championship. But now, as we head to Zandvoort, we have the opportunity to try and regain that top spot, but it's not going to be easy against a very quick McLaren. Thankfully, as we say, fully dry at the seaside, although it will be gusty. Last season, we had a very good race here, but only because it rained, and we were running significantly more downforce. So we will be certainly altering the setup in this practice session to maybe make us slightly slower on a lap, all told, in dry conditions, but it will make us more competitive in the race, which is the most important thing. I need a bit more straight line speed, so we'll go and figure all that out, hopefully not die in the process, and then maybe be first in the championship again come the end of the episode. We'll do my best. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed the content. Do subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. By the time you see this, we have a vote ongoing for the destination or next destination for me in the Journeyman save on FC25. So do check the channel page for that if you missed it. And of course, the Realistic RTG continues over on the main channel as well. I'm going to continue driving around in circles over in the Netherlands. BRB. Practice complete. Car feels alright. ChesnoidPlays program tells me I'm going to qualify last though. Says P20 for you, sir. We double checked last season. Last season I qualified last, but only because I made a mistake and didn't put the lap in. And I'm about 4 tenths faster in practice here than we were last year at Zandvoort. So I'm a bit quicker, but everyone else probably will be too. We just have to hope that ultimately I don't stuff the lap this time and I can start not last, because we're not going to have the mixed conditions, and meaning we're probably not going to have the red flags that we had last year, and the scenario that led us to ultimately go from 20th to the podium and finish 3rd. I need to qualify higher up today, otherwise it won't be a replication of last season's end result. Quali time. .178, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not that quick. Never will be. I don't think I'm going to get eliminated though. I think we're going to be quick enough. 108.3. That should be progression, at least. 10th. Well, 10 places higher at least than it was last year. Although, now we've got to replicate it again to try and get through to Q3. But certainly at least 5 places higher than we were last year. Because last year I was dead bloody last, but they are into the 7s at the front. And that is just rocket ship quick. Both Saubers out dead last. One of the Williams, one of the Haas, one of the Alpines. I'm only slightly faster, but is it fast enough? I don't know. It's not fast enough. We will start 12th in Zandvoort, outside of the points. 8 places higher than last year, but 12th. I was only half a tenth off progressing. You can't quite see, so let me move my camera out of the way. I did a 108.163 and Daniel Ricciardo did a 108 1:10. So I was 53 milliseconds slower. I mean, look at there's 5 milliseconds between Gasly, Hamilton, and Stroll. Gasly and Hamilton put in the exact same lap time. So we're only a tenth off 6th. But I'm nowhere near these guys. Jesus Christ. 1:07.6. That's insane. Absurd. My 2 title rivals trying to ensure that I'm not even a title rival at the moment.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy. Let's run you through the driver grid order.
Grid penalties for anyone would be lovely. Or rephrase, grid penalties for anyone in the top 11 would be lovely. And you'll notice
with
that...
Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue...
Actually, no, I was going to say that you'll notice that Lando Norris is taking a grid penalty. He hasn't necessarily. Norris was P1 in Q2, but obviously didn't take part in Q3. For a moment there, I thought, hello, he's taking the grid pen. He hasn't. He's just not qualified on pole. George Russell on pole, my teammate in the same car, and I start genuinely in 12th.
Verstappen.
Both Red Bulls behind me. Verstappen right behind me is not ideal, actually. And we do tend to struggle off the line, don't we? So, what does strategy say? My brain tells me medium, medium, soft.
Champagne last time out, so let's see if we can keep that momentum up.
Oh, my tyre wear is not great. It reckons I could go soft, soft, medium. With my tyre wear, I'd probably be more inclined to go medium, soft, soft. Or sorry, medium, medium, soft. Everyone else, literally everyone's starting on the softs. Right. Okay. That might force my hand. I might not have a choice. I might have to go soft, medium, medium. I don't think the softs last that long though. That's for sure. My softs are not going to last that long. So I'm going to have to go longer. Try and undercut and make some positions. Oh mate. This is not ideal. I wanted to go medium, medium, soft, but with everybody else on a soft, unless I try and hang on a medium, if I do 20 laps on that set of softs, I could try and hang on, but I think I'm going to risk it, be the only one to start on the mediums, and hope. Because everyone's just going to undercut me, aren't they? I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to go soft, medium, medium. I'm just gonna have to try and undercut. I've got no choice. We will start on the softs with everybody else and try and make it as far up the grid as we can. This is not going to go well for me in Zandvoort, I don't feel. A lot of wheel spin off the line. Not a great start for Gasly either. Going to get smothered a little bit the first corner here, unless we're able to slide out the inside like that. Use a bit of battery to try and hold the position here and hope that he backs out. He's still there on the inside, Sergio Perez. We are into the points. That's P10. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Just got to keep it going now. But starting this far down, obviously the front few are just going to open up a gap. Need to try and make as many positions as possible, as soon as possible, but really not going to be easy to do that. The fact that George is leading and has held the lead will hopefully help, because he won't be as quick as Lando or Charles. But I'm going to have to get very aggressive everywhere, and then especially with the undercut. Might even undercut slightly earlier, depending on how the soft tyres last. If the soft tyres do actually, if we do actually think the soft tyres will make it, then I might go soft, medium, soft rather than soft, medium, medium. But you can see that I've not got the straight line speed.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Full pelt with ERS, and we were just maintaining the gap. So in the straight line I'm not fast enough, but in the corners we're decent. Just have to hope that we're decent enough throughout the whole Grand Prix to make enough positions to not completely fall out of the title race.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
I know I'm in the top 10. We know also that we end the season strong. So we have to hope that we can replicate our wins in Qatar and Vegas of the past couple of seasons and go well in Abu Dhabi as well, and hope that Lando Norris doesn't. A DNF for Lando and a DNF for Charles at some point would be lovely.
Try to get past as quickly as you can.
It's going to be really difficult to make any positions without pit stops at this stage. Really tough indeed. Just got to stay within DRS. Tyre wear is quite high. And now the Ferrari leads. Charles Leclerc is about to disappear off into the distance, and Lando Norris might soon follow him as they both look to take George Russell. Don't believe Daniel has DRS here, he's in trouble. He doesn't. He is in trouble.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Try and follow Albon through here. I'm not going to get the chance to. Albon's got the man. I haven't. And a gap has really opened up in front to the top 7. Not ideal, this, in the slightest. This is just going to be these two fighting amongst themselves, and I just can't. I can't get past. I'm just stuck, well and truly stuck. So it's a difficult circuit to overtake on as well. Into turn 1 is your only real opportunity. You could throw up the inside here maybe, but I'm just never close enough. A lot of the corners are like late apexes, so you can't really throw it in anywhere. I could maybe consider doing something here, but it's going to be a random lunge like that, which just isn't going to work. Might have a bit of a run on Albon. Not really. Oh, mistake. That is race critical for both of us. Alex Albon locks up into turn 1, which makes me the prime.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a
overtaker, prime aggressor when trying to get into P8 now. We'll pick Daniel Ricciardo off with ease, and then it's a case of can we catch Yuki Tsunoda. We're close to this lap. We're much closer this lap. I'm going to go very aggressive. Deep on the brakes, get it done. Right. That's P8. Taking a couple of laps longer than we might have liked, but we're through. Now, can we catch the other train? Which at the minute is being dragged along by George Russell, so maybe not. But we'll try. 4.2 seconds to Yuki, who is part of that train. Well, we've pulled DRS on Ricciardo. That's big. Allow us some reprieve behind, provided I can maintain that gap. Tyres are, getting worn, to say the least. Front left 28%.
Right, the teammate ahead of us, 7.7 seconds.
Only 7 or 7. Well, rephrase. We're less than 8 seconds off the lead. We're really not that uncompetitive. Just can't quite match their pace in front. Not having DRS is a killer, but that's also going to be the case with our undercut. Unless the fresh tyres can give us just outright lap time, not having DRS is going to be a killer, but I don't really have any other alternative, really. I've got to undercut because my tyre wear is so high. They're fighting behind now, so we're in a bit of no man's land between the two, or first 2 of 3 trains. But they'll keep scrapping behind, and we're under no threat now from that lot. George and Charles Leclerc keep changing things around for P1 up front. And everyone else is quite happy to just sit right now. We're still going to box lap 20 for mediums, I think, and hope that we've got lap time in us. Try and close the gap to those in front. It is a two-stopper, so if we can undercut twice, maybe we can get ourselves in the hunt for a top 5 finish. Bit of damage limitation today. Let's see what we can do. Good pit stop, please, gents. I need a very, very quick pit stop.
Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop. Right, let's
Thank
go.
you.
Come on.
Just what we needed.
Fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Second Sauber in behind me as well. They're going soft there. Both Saubers gone soft.
All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Right, now I need this new set of mediums to be damned bloody quick compared to everybody else on the old softs, please. And if they can get me to lap 52 or close to it, then we'll go soft at the end. If not, it will be another set of mediums. Front runners are in. George boxes. Charles Leclerc does not, intriguingly. The lead Ferrari goes an extra lap. They prioritise Lewis Hamilton behind.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from
what
a
a
couple of the
surprise.
sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. George is in the pits. He's in the pits now.
George is out the pits now.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
That's Lewis, gap to Lewis 3 seconds. He's on softs. So we've taken the gap from Lewis Hamilton was 2 positions ahead of us.
Gap ahead, please. 3.0
Pre-pit stop. Gap to him was just over 6. It's halved. And now that he's got soft tyres on, he's just going to gap me again. This is where my unfortunate high tyre wear around this circuit is going to kill me. He's opened up over half a second since coming out the pits.
They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
Really going to need to try and go on to the mediums. Sorry, the softs for the final stint, but I don't think this medium set will take me there. Yuki's come out right behind Lewis again.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it.
George and Charles Leclerc have very much made the most of that pit stop, haven't they? Look at the gap they've got now out front. It's the Red Bull of either Ollie Behrman or Max Verstappen that currently leads. They'll be boxing this lap. I think George is going slowly. No, he's not. They're just pulling him back in. Whether George made a mistake, or the others have just stepped up the pace. But George was quite considerably clear of that train and is no longer. Yuki's fallen off the back of the train, but he's still slightly extending his lead over me. Got to Alex Albon behind is stable just above 5 seconds now. I'm going to try get these medium tyres to about lap 48 and then put softs on at the end and try and regain what we've lost during this stint. George is now second. One can make the assumption that it's Lando being the forward McLaren. He might be about to make it 6 in a row. George has stayed out again. George goes for another lap before boxing. He might have just thrown away the win with that. Don't think that was a good call from George Russell. Unless he's going soft at the end as well and extending his medium stint, which could be borderline genius. Could also be borderline suicide, because it's probably going to be suicidal for me. But I don't have any other alternative. I either just accept that I'm going to finish 8th, or I try something different to maybe finish somewhere else. I don't just want to do 70 odd laps in the same bloody position and then just accept that I am where I am. I am what I am.
Okay,
George is in.
For his stop.
Now those behind have got their medium tyres up to snuff. Alonso hasn't boxed yet either, I don't think. No, he must have done. Landed us the fastest lap of the race. Here comes Lance Stroll. George is going to come out in 2nd or 3rd. It's 2nd. But within DRS range of Lando Norris.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
And I could have put money on the fact that the Aston Martin that was in the front few was Fernando Alonso. It wasn't, it was Lance Stroll. Fair enough. I'm going to box now. Go on to the softs. And just hope I can maybe catch Yuki. It's my only hope, is to somehow maybe make it into P7. Just before the line, slow down. Give me a good stop, please, gents.
Okay, let's go.
Would you, Adam and Eva, an entire Grand Prix with no ruined pit stops?
Nice stop time. We're happy with
Unbelievable. Well, this might be an extra point if nobody takes it off me. Fastest lap of the race, so 1 minute 9.7.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
4/10 faster than the previous fastest lap, which was 1:10.1 from... Might even have been George, actually. Forgive the flashback. Too busy concentrating on talking and not driving. You're right, there is still time for some craziness to happen somewhere. Everybody has driven very well so far in this Grand Prix. I stood on fastest again, apparently. Even though I had that in me. As the fuel comes down, we are getting quicker, but we are going to need a miracle to finish anywhere other than P8 today. Gap behind is growing. Gap in front is slowly coming down, but not by anywhere near enough. And my tyres will die by about lap 62. And then that gap in front will grow and the gap behind will close again. We might even be fighting off Alexander Albon behind by the end of the race. If there's a safety car, I would certainly consider dumping into the pits for a brand new set of mediums.
Overtake button.
Leaders are on their final lap. George is trying to make a pass for the lead, but he hasn't been able to make it stick. Lando held it around turn 1 and continues to lead. There's only a couple of tenths between the two of them. But it may well be a run to the line. George might be able to get Lando on the run to the start-finish line. Maybe. If he could be close enough around the final corner. George might be able to slipstream himself to a victory here in the Netherlands, but we've been sat where we are for more than half the race, really. Apologies for there not being that many highlights, really, but not much I can do. I've tried my best. Keep an eye on the minimap. The McLaren and Mercedes at the top of the minimap about to come round to the final corner for the final time. George is not going to be close enough to stand a chance, I don't think, of taking the win. So Lando Norris is going to make it 6 wins in a row. And if he wasn't already the fastest driver around and the one to beat for the title, he really is now. Charles Leclerc will come home third. I'm going to come home 8th. I'm only going to get 5 points here. Lando's going to get 25. So Lando's previous 5-point lead is now going to be 25 points. And Norris is considerably top of the driver's standings now. I might even have dropped down to 3rd if Charles has outscored me by enough. Fernando Alonso gets driver of the day. I'm not entirely too sure why. I think Fernando had a very good race, actually. His teammate was the one that was the fastest Aston Martin. What happened with Fernando on this Grand Prix?
It's been an
Alonso started last and finished 11th.
Can't wait to see
Fair
what's
enough.
next.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc gets 15 points. I don't think he'll quite overtake me with that. We do get the fastest lap point by just under a tenth. Landed with a 109.7, me with a 109.6. So, damage limitation. We earned as much as we could. We're up to 92 rated now, which is lovely. Still 50-50 in the recognition battle with George, though. Still going to be a heated rivalry between the two of us. And I am down to probably P3 in the championship, I think, with the Italian Grand Prix to come, where Charles Leclerc will no doubt want to take victory for Ferrari. Let's have a look. Hopefully there's no rain in Monza, because that really will kill me. No, we're still second. 25 points behind Lando. 13 points ahead of Charles Leclerc. George is P2. Does well for us in the drivers, constructors, sorry, but my P8 actually sends us back a little bit from Ferrari. Now 13 points, that gap. Monza is, well, the temple of speed. We won't change from the balanced tyre allocation, I don't think, to go to Monza, but we'll do what we can to try and close back in on Lando, but someone's got to stop him. Normally it's been me trying to close him down. On this occasion it was George sat across from me trying to close him down. Fully dry quali, fully dry race at least here for the Italian Grand Prix, so don't have to worry about weather. I am considerably slow in the wet around Monza. In the dry I'm a little bit more competitive, although not sensational. Last season in Monza we finished 4th. 4th last year. Year before P5. So 5th, 4th. I'd love a podium, but at the minute I'm finishing 8th more often than I'm finishing on the podium in the past 3, and you're only ever as good as your last result. My last result wasn't very good. 6 in a row for Lando is just monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. He's going to be really tough to close down. I'll try my best. I'll give it everything over the final 8 Grand Prix. 9 Grand Prix. 9 Grand Prix. A couple of sprints in there as well. I'm going to need you to wish me all the luck in the world, because it's going to be very, very difficult. But we'll give it our best shot. Join me in Italy next time out, where hopefully I'll be feeling better and finishing better too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.